Now that we've looked at demand and supply, I want to move on to look in a bit more detail at the theory of the firm. I look at individual firms. Before I do this, however, I think one needs to specify the objective of the firm. This is in effect an additional element which we could have had in our supply function. Now, we normally assume that individual firms are attempting to maximize profits. Note, however, that in order to survive, the firm must make some profit in the long run. This element of profit we normally term normal profit. It's the amount of profit which the owners or the entrepreneur require to keep them in the production of a particular good. This element is normally again included in the costs which we define for the firm. So that element of profit, normal profit, is included in costs. We are going beyond this and suggesting that the objective of the firm is to maximize profit, which may involve the firm making what we term excess profit, over and above the normal level required to stay in production. Now, profit is very simply defined. It is simply the difference between total revenue that the firm receives and its total costs of production. Remember, including that element, normal profit. Total revenue is simply given by the price that the firm charges times the quantity that it manages to sell, which is effectively the average revenue of the firm times quantity minus the average cost to the firm of producing that quantity. So total revenue minus total cost is effectively average revenue minus average cost times quantity. Different ways of representing the same thing. Now, using marginal analysis, we can actually determine what that profit maximizing level of output Q will actually be. And it will be the point at which marginal cost equals marginal revenue, as we have here. The maximum profit will be given by the quantity that equates marginal cost and marginal revenue. Effectively, it is the point where the marginal cost curve cuts the marginal revenue curve from below. Now think for a moment why that is the case. Remember that marginal revenue is the revenue that the firm receives for each additional unit sold. marginal cost is the addition to total cost of producing that extra unit. And where we have a situation of marginal revenue greater than marginal cost, then it must be the case that a unit increase in quantity actually adds more to revenue than it does to cost. Hence, it increases profit. Where we have a situation that marginal revenue is less than marginal cost, then the production of an extra unit of output adds more to costs than it does to revenue. Hence, the only situation in which profits can be maximised, where they're not rising or falling, is a situation where marginal revenue equals marginal cost. And no matter what sort of firm we come on to look at, that is our profit maximising level. So the quantity, which equates marginal cost and marginal revenue, will always be their profit maximising level.